If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
And we welcome Kaleigh Smith, a senior at Sylacauga High School this morning. Our Star Student of the Month brought to you by Omnia, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, and Sylacauga City Schools. Kaleigh, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being with us this morning. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I'm a senior at Sylacauga High School. My parents are Steve and Cindy Smith, and I have two older brothers who are both in college at CAC for welding. And I'm a varsity softball player and a officer of FBLA and NHS. I'm also in Key Club and HOSA.
Being a senior at Sylacauga High School, it's the last hurrah for you, last couple of months before graduation. How's it feel?
Feels good. It's nice to finally get to that point where it's like everything that I've been working on for the past few years has kind of culminated into this last year of trying to put everything I can into it.
Talk about your GPA, and I was noticing where you were on the have been on the A honor roll, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. Your GPA, and talk about a little bit how you've gotten to this point.
So my GPA is a 4.3. And I say I get to this point just by stubbornness alone. I've always just been really determined and really competitive with my grades, and it's just been something I've always put as top for me. I really enjoy sports, but for me, academics is number one. So, does
it come easy for you, or?
I will say that I was blessed to actually be good at picking up things like that. Yeah. There are some things I have to work harder for. I'm not as great at math, but it's something that I have to work for, but yeah, I would say I'm definitely blessed with some intelligence.
In the academic world and circle at Sylacauga High School, what are some of the classes you're taking this year?
This year I'm taking AP Calculus, AP Biology, AP Psychology. I took AP Government Economics, and I took English 205, which is British Literature, through the University of Alabama Early College.
Is it necessary for you to take this load of courses, or?
I guess it depends on what you want to do. So for me, AP courses can transfer into college credit, which can transfer into saving money, so that was a big thing for me. And the English course, I really just wanted to go ahead and get a feel for what a college course would be like before I actually went into college, and so that was a big deal for me, and that's why I took it.
What about some of the honors that you've been bestowed with? And of course, obviously you're blessed, and fantastic young lady. We're talking with Kaleigh Smith, a senior at Sylacauga High School. What about some of those honors that have come your way?
Mainly it's just like the academic honors that I've gotten and the ability to be placed into an officer position in some of my clubs. It's nice to know that someone has noticed some of my hard work and has put me in those places, but I guess it's a really nice thing.
Who's some of the people in teachers or administrators or whomever that's kind of impacted your life a little bit?
I have a lot of teachers who have just been there for me through all 4 years of high school. I would say Miss Miller has been a good one. She has really pushed me to be my best in all of my classes, and she's always there if I need someone to talk to or someone to lean on a hard day. And so she's really impacted my life. I've known her since I was really little because she taught both of my brothers, and so I've kind of grown up with her.
Yeah. What role does your family play as far as your education and that sort of thing?
They play a big part. They're like my support system. So if I'm ever having a rough day or a rough week, mind you, they're always there to support me and make sure that I keep going and keep working along with it.
Now you've got your education and you've got all these clubs. I mean, there's 4 pages of clubs here. How do you do all of that?
Free time is almost non-existent, but it's a passion for me. I like to be involved. I say I don't like to be sitting still. I get antsy if I'm not doing something, and so I try and get involved in as much as possible to branch myself out into as many things as I possibly can.
Sports is one of those activities. Talk about that a little bit.
I'm a varsity softball player. I've played since my 9th grade year. I was unable to play last year because I fractured my thumb about 3 days before the first game. Yes, sir. But
The ball hit your thumb or something?
yes, sir, and dislocated it. But I'm really looking forward to playing this year.
You got a beautiful complex to play at too.
Oh, yes, sir. It's great. It's one of the best facilities I'd say around. I'd even say in the state. We were really, really lucky to have been given
What position you play?
Right field.
Okay. You got an arm?
I guess so.
Well,
If you have to.
you got. Can you hit?
On good days.
Okay. All right. Well, you have more good days than bad. So
Hey,
that's a good thing too. And y'all season starts before very long too.
Yes, sir. I think it's like February 19th
Yeah.
or February 19th. It's like 2 weeks.
And y'all already practicing?
Yes,
Who's
sir.
your coach?
Coach Jay Brooks.
Okay. All right. Is he a hard driver?
I'll say he pushes us to be our best. He's
Yeah.
always on us, but it's out of a place of like love and wanting us to be the best we can.
You're involved in church.
Yes, sir.
Speak to that a bit.
I'm a part of Full Gospel Tabernacle in Fayetteville. We've been going there since I was about a freshman, and so it's good to have that church community. Like I said, it's always good to have a good support system that's always there for you.
You're involved in the FBLA too.
Yes, sir.
I see your eyes kind of light up when I mention that.
Yes, sir. I'm a big part of that. I'm the community service chair, and we're actually working on a community service project that started last night for us called Job Journey, and it's kind of, for us, it's where we're working with the community on teaching training classes on Tuesday nights at SAFE to try and get unemployment up and teach people the skills necessary, like interview etiquette and wardrobe and stuff like that, and how to build a resume so that we can hopefully help our community in that manner.
There's plenty of jobs for skilled workers, but you have to know how to get there.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, and interviews, knowing how to do an interview is one of the keys, and I know y'all do a fantastic job of that. Speaking of planning and in being involved in the community, talk about your plans after graduation a bit.
I don't quite know where I'm going to college yet. I do plan on majoring in biomedical engineering.
What is that?
It's like engineering, but you use it on the medical sense. So it would be like, I can use that degree to either make medical devices or to make new drugs or stuff of the sort. And that's really what I want to go into so that I can help people in that manner.
Where would you like to be 10 years from now?
I would like to either be a part of a company or own a company that does manufacture like medical devices. Because I think a lot of times the price of medical devices are really heightened more than they need to be with patents and stuff. And so I would like to work towards making low income.
As a senior at Sylacauga High School, Kaleigh Smith is our Star Student of the Month. And how would you like to be remembered as you walk away from Sylacauga High School?
I'd like to be remembered as a hard worker, someone who, even when things were tough or things were long, I actually stuck with what I said I was going to do and did what I said.
Yeah. Let's have a little fun before we go, okay?
Okay.
All right. Favorite food?
Steak, probably.
Okay.
Steak or chicken.
Favorite restaurant?
Ooh, P.F. Chang's.
Least favorite food?
Fish. I don't eat any kind of fish.
No fish.
No fish.
You like to read?
I love to read. It's one of my favorite things.
Tell me some of the stuff you read.
I like to read sci-fi fantasy. It's kind of like a way to escape for me. So I can't really name a specific book just because it's hard. It's like picking children, I would say.
Movies?
I don't watch much movies.
Okay.
Just read.
Travel?
I love to travel. I do.
Where have you traveled?
Where have I traveled or where would I? I've been to Baltimore. I went to Baltimore with FBLA, and I've been to Philadelphia and up the East Coast. We traveled down the East Coast, and I've been to Florida and Disney World and stuff like that.
Philadelphia is a historical city in our country.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and if you could go anywhere in the world with your family, where would you go?
Greece, Athens, preferably.
We got that figured out, right?
Yes, sir. They have a lot of historical things I'd love to visit.
Kaleigh Smith is our Star Student of the Month. She's a senior over at Sylacauga High School, and just a couple of more months before you graduate.
Yes,
I know you're so excited about that too.
I am. I'm very excited to graduate.
Yeah, all right. Well, she's looking at that camera right there. Her name is Kaleigh Smith. She is our Star Student of the Month, senior at Sylacauga High School.
Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.